you got a good man, you need to hold on to that good man. Stop pushing him away with all that bullshit that you do. Baby girl, I tried to leave you, but it's hard to. But you always fight and you arguing, girl. You're so crazy, but you're so sexy. Baby girl, I tried to leave you, but it's hard to. But you always fight and you arguing, girl. You're so crazy, but you're so sexy. Girl, I know you're crazy. Girl, I know you're crazy, but the loving that you're giving me, baby, is so amazing. I don't wanna stop it, even though sometimes it hurts. Some say that real love something you gotta make work. Girl, this don't feel right no more, cause I be feeling like a jerk. You got my homies telling me you run around the town flirts. It don't matter how far you are, cause that don't matter. Cause I'm sick of all your fussing and fighting and chitter chatter. When I think I wanna leave, you think of ways to make it better. I know where I'm supposed to be, but you won't set me free. It's not just you, sometimes it's me. Because I can't leave you alone, because your love is super freaky and you keep me in the zone. Baby girl, I tried to leave you, but it's hard to. But you always fight and you argue.
Good, Danny Pete. Shout out to you, big homie. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Let's get it. Hope y'all ready for another one, man. Another good one.
Sometimes I love you, then I hate you. I can't figure it out. The things we do, girl, that's so crucial. Got my mind in the cloud, and I don't know which way to go, but man, I gotta go now. And when I find out my direction, I'ma let you know how. I'ma do what I'ma do, but I'ma do it without you. Cause when I needed your support, you weren't nowhere to be found, boo. While you were running around the town, letting all the dudes pound you, I was sitting at the crib thinking the way my love was around you. I swear to lift you up, I promise I will never doubt you. If it's true love that you're looking for, the true love's what you found. Just get your act together, baby girl, and stop.
I'm shady, and yes, I still love you, even though you're fucking crazy. Baby girl, I tried to leave you, but it's hard to. But you always fighting. But you always fighting and you're arguing, girl, you're so crazy. You're so What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good, man? It's your big homie, Big Bad Day, man. I hope y'all heard the lyrics to that song, man. I wrote that song, Crazy Love, probably about 2012. I wrote that, probably around that time, around 2011, 2012. First thing about that song, man, that was, like I said, 20 years ago, around roughly about, 2012. That's about 12 years, 13, 14 years ago, right? That song that I wrote, Crazy Love, that song that I wrote is because I was going through an abusive relationship with an ex, going through the motions with a female, trying to be decent, and then at the same time trying to be decent, trying to understand and deal with unreasonable, unrational demands and shit. Now let me say this. I am not a woman hater. I am not a homosexual. I'm a straight man who cares about women. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a family man. I'm a father. All that shit. What the times we're living in now, though, let me break it down. The times we're living in now is let me say this. The stuff we're dealing with now in these times with relationships is no different from what we've always had to deal with. And I'm talking from a man's perspective. Men have always had to deal with this. It's just we've never had a voice. We've never had a time in life where we could express ourselves and be heard. Men have always went through this, just like women have always gone through things. Everybody's gone through things. The relationship problems are nothing new. But with the internet, with these phones, with cameras being everywhere, with social media, we have the ability to see a window into the eye and to look into the window of the relationships of today. The only difference between what our mamas and our daddies and grandmamas and all them had to go through is a lot of them didn't have no they didn't have an outlet to express themselves. A lot of women back in the days, they didn't have social media to be able to voice their opinions and shit like that, and sisterhood, so they had to just endure that shit. Just like a lot of men, we didn't have nowhere to go come express ourselves, or be able to, other than like barbershops and the man's places in the world. We never had nowhere to go express ourselves and decompress from all this stress and stuff we've been through from all these relationships. But that's the good thing about today. We're living in an information age where the knowledge can be spread instantly. Like right now, I was in I was in the I was getting ready to do my live. I was in the shower. I always get my mind right while I'm in the shower in the water. I was getting my mind right to do my live, get my thoughts together, get my ideas together. And then I have the ability now. I have the ability now to come on the internet and instantly let people know how I'm feeling, what's on my mind, and that. So this is the beauty about social media. Hey, don't come over here. This is the beauty about social media. Um, this is the beauty about social media. We have now the option and the ability to be heard and to be seen at any point in time. So let's use these times and let's use these tools to better ourselves, to make to be held to be held accountable for our flaws and to fix right our wrongs. You know, instead of just keep going down the wrong path and not being questioned, not being challenged. That's not a progressive, positive life. Because if you keep doing wrong, or if you do wrong and you're not checked or challenged on it, you're gonna keep doing wrong. And nowadays we're living in a world where they tell you to do what you want, do as you will, do what you want, do whatever you feel like without no repercussion. And that is the situation we're living in today. You know, that is the conditions of today. Nobody's being held accountable for their flaws. Nobody's pointing the finger at the wrongdoers. And then the ones who do, like me, we get ostracized and demonized because not enough people are trying to do the work of self-progression, you know. So I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up. So let me explain something to y'all. The women of today have been lied to, and it's so detrimental to their lives. They don't, a lot of them don't realize it. And that's the sad part about it. It's the truly sad part about it. Women of today are in the worst situation that they've ever been in history, and they don't realize it. You know, and these false options and these false freedoms and these false um fantasy where you feel like you have option, you feel like you have, huh? Hell no. Leave me alone, bro. I'm doing my live. Um so like I was saying, a lot of women of today don't even realize the severity of the situation that they're in, and they're not going to realize it until it's too late. And I'm going to say something about the pride of people of today. The pride of the people of today is they don't like to admit when they're wrong. A lot of people of today are so headstrong and stubborn that they don't want to admit their flaws, and therefore they won't fix their flaws. So let's get to it, man. I got some clips I want to show y'all, some supporting statements. First and foremost, let's talk about infidelity. Let's talk about infidelity. Space. I'm looking, you know, on your chair. Just hold on. Thank you so much, SS. Look, So let's talk about infidelity with women's rights, because it all goes back to equality. We're not equal. Nobody's equal on this planet. Everybody's different. Everybody's special. They used to teach you when I was little. They used to teach you that nobody's everybody's individually separate and different. They used to teach you that nobody in the world is like you. You're uniquely yourself. You're special. You're yourself. Be yourself. That's how I was raised, and that was the propaganda of the time when I was coming up. They used to tell you be true to yourself, shit like that. Nowadays, with equality, you can't tell everybody to be themselves, because people are not being themselves at all. Most people are being trying to imitate or duplicate or emulate somebody else. So if you're living your life and you're not being your natural true self, and you're trying to emulate or duplicate somebody else, aka a woman trying to do things equal to a man, aka a man trying to do things equal to a woman, you will never live in your true nature if you're striving to be like somebody else. So with equality, when equality came, it fucked up everybody's mentality, because you had to accept things that you never done before, and you had to do things you never done before. So it's a big confusing period in time for everybody. The men had to allow women into the workplace. They had to change their speech, because you have to be more accommodating to a women's needs and thoughts and all that. And then women had to go into a man's workplace, where they had to compete and strive and work harder and push themselves 2 times, 4 times harder, because they're doing what they're doing in the hold on, bro. They're doing what they're doing in a new environment. So it essentially, what it did is it threw everybody out of whack. And I'm not saying I don't like being around women. I only put that down. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to kick somebody's ass right now. I'm not playing. I can't even get a moment. No, it's baby Cod throwing toothpaste, putting water in the toothpaste container and squirting it. His little ass finna get in trouble. I done cleaned up the house. I done fed everybody. I done did my shit, did my studies. I done did everything with y'all. Y'all let me do my thing. For real, man. For real, bro. It's 5 o'clock. I've been busting my ass for y'all all day. Let me do my thing, bro, or you're gonna get in trouble. Go do your thing. All right, so look. Let's talk about infidelity. Women nowadays are being held so unaccountable, they don't even believe cheating is real. Now let me explain. Let me let this lady talk, because I'm not gonna talk for no. Let me let her talk so we can just speak on what she's saying.
It's about understanding that you have no possession. It's an unpopular opinion, but this piece of wisdom gonna set you free right here. Realizing that no one can cheat on you. It's about understanding that you have no possession over nobody. Nobody belongs to you. And once you realize this will simply set you free. We as humans be choosing bondage. We be choosing slavery because we don't realize that we have a choice of our own freedom and our own awareness of realizing that, dang, man, nobody belongs to me. So let me set them free. But a lot of people don't want to hear this. I know, man. This is when you got to stop taking things so personal. Stop feeling like you have ownership and control over somebody else's well-being and someone else's life decisions. If they want to do what they want to do, it has nothing to do with you. They did not cheat on you. They cheated on themselves. They have no loyalty to themselves. Stop making everything about you. This is them. This is their character.
I can't listen to no more of this broad. All right. she has a point where women are supposed to do. So I feel like she's right about they do have the ability to choose and should be able to choose what they want, because you shouldn't be forced into no relationship. You shouldn't be forced into a marriage. You shouldn't be forced to be with nobody you don't want to be with. I totally agree with her on that. I totally agree with that. A woman does and should always have the right to choose who she's with, um, and even put a little bit of stipulation on how she wants to be treated. I'm not against that at all. You know, that's a beautiful thing. You know, that's personal choice. But the broad was dead wrong in this. She said women are choosing slavery and bondage, aka associating relationships, associating marriage, associating committed relationship with slavery and bondage. Then she said that women hold on, let me let her talk again so I could break this shit down. Let me let her talk again, man. Oh, first, she said nobody owns you, right? Which is a total. Let me explain something. When you become married, you do become one with your partner. You and your wife become one union, one person. So you do have ownership over your wife. Your wife does have ownership or possession over her husband. Because let me explain something to you. If you weren't choosing to commit yourself under the union of marriage, what would be the point of being married? If you weren't making the commitment to say, I want to be with this man for the rest of my life, what would be the point of committing to him if you're not saying you're mine and I'm yours? That is the whole point of marriage. That is the complete point of marriage, to say we are one and we moving together in life as one from now on. What you want, what you get needs best, and what I need to do, what like my needs is best and your needs best. The best needs, best needs is what we're gonna create, and our best wants, what we can get out of what we want, we'll do that for each other. So that is the complete union of marriage. It is not a slavery. It is not the bitch said slavery. Slavery. Good God Almighty. And then she said slavery.
Unpopular opinion, but this piece of wisdom gonna set you free right here. Realizing that no one can cheat on you. It's about understanding that you have
Hold on. Let me pause that because I have to break this down. It don't matter if nobody's in here. This is a pre-recorded video. She said nobody can cheat on you. So that just gave up. She just gave up all accountability for selfish sexual actions in any relationship. She's saying nobody owns you. No, nobody owns her motherfucking ass. Nobody's married to her fucking ass. She's so pretty and she feels so entitled because she makes whatever money she makes, and she's pretty and she's has that pretty privilege. She feels entitled to say nobody owns you. Nobody can cheat on you. Nobody has ownership over you. Now let me say this. Ownership is a strong word. Ownership is a strong word. But what are you doing when you marry a woman? You're not owning her, but you're saying we are moving through life now, from now on, as one. You're me and I'm you. Your last name gets erased and becomes my last name. So it is a union. I wouldn't say a ownership, but it is definitely a union. So for her to say nobody owns you, that means she doesn't want to be held accountable for her fucking actions. She just wants to do whatever she wants at her whim when she feels the need to do whatever she wants to do. Selfishness, pure selfishness.
And once you realize this will simply set you free. We as humans be choosing.
Free from what, bitch? Excuse my language. Free from what? You want to be set free from what? From men. Women of today want to be set free from men. and really not just men, the men of their creed. Because I'm gonna say something. No matter if you're a black woman, white women don't really respect white men. Black women don't really respect black men. Everybody respects everybody else other than themselves, because everybody's got this sellout mentality where they only value what the next person is saying. They only value what the important, rich, high status person is saying. We don't value each other. So most people don't even, well, let's let her keep talking. This is poison, y'all.
Bondage. We be choosing slavery because we don't realize that we have a choice of our own freedom and our own awareness of realizing that, dang, man, nobody belongs to me. So let me set them free. But a lot of people don't want to hear this. I know.
Nobody belongs to me, so let me set them free. What she's saying is, I cannot commit because I'm a selfish piece of shit. So let this man go, and keep letting these men go, and keep breaking their hearts, and keep setting them free, quote unquote, setting them free, because I can't commit. I can't. I'm no good. I'm not good enough to commit and submit to a man. So I have to set him free, aka break his heart, waste his time, waste his money, waste and waste and waste. Selfish, selfish, selfish.
This is when you gotta stop taking things so personal. Stop feeling like you have ownership and control over somebody else's well-being and someone else's
Hold on.
life.
Did you hear what she said about stop taking things so personal? You know what that means? She's disassociated from her emotions. She's learned, after abusing so many men and being probably abused by so many men, she's learned to disassociate from her emotions. She said, we must stop taking things so personal. It's all good, SS. Ain't nobody got to even watch. I don't even care if nobody watches. I ain't gonna lie. This truth right here is for the ones who need it and the ones who want it. To be honest, I don't even be mad when people leave the live. It's okay. Nobody owes me shit. You feel me? Y'all don't owe me nothing. This is a jewel for who finds and who polishes the jewel off and who takes the jewel for them for their life. So Big Bad is dropping jewels, and whoever wants the jewel can take the jewel. I'm not here for fame. I'm not here for likes. I'm not here for popularity, because if that was the case, I'd be talking about something current issue, popular clout bullshit that's going on right now. But I never do that, because I always choose to give y'all the real talk, real shit podcast. So this is why I'm here. So thank you everybody for being here, but this is not forced information. You do not have to be here. So thank you for being here. And let me keep spreading this and laying this out. So listen.
They want to do. It has nothing to do with you. They did not cheat.
Hold on. Let me run that back.
And control over somebody else's well-being and someone else's life decisions. If they want to do what they want to do, it has nothing to do with you.
All right. Now, let me say that do what they want to do. That is a satanic thought. Satan's number one rule. See, y'all don't even know what. See, this is why most of y'all are so satanic, because you don't understand how Satan works. You don't even understand his ways. So you are living like him because you don't understand his ways, his thoughts. Let me explain something to you. Satan's number one rule is do what thou wilt, is the halt of law. Satan says, do what thou wilt, is the halt of law, aka do whatever you want to do, is Satan's number one law. Y'all are running around, women of today, men of today are running around satanic than a motherfucker and don't even know or understand it. They're going to do what they want to do. If somebody's doing what they want to do, they're a Satanist. If somebody's doing what they want to do, they're a Satanist. And they don't even have to worship Satan or say his name or call him out or none of that bullshit. Y'all niggas, most people are Satanists and don't even know it. If you want to do what they gonna do, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Do what they want to. Real men don't do what we want to do. Real men do what we have to do, and then we do what we want after we do what we need to do. Don't come around here. Don't come around here, bro. I'm on live and I'm smoking my cigarette. I don't come around the car, bro. I don't want y'all none of that. Um, let's keep playing. Let's keep playing. My kids be trying to throw me off. Let's go.
They have no loyalty to themselves. Stop making everything about you. This is them. This is their character, and they just exposed it to you. You can either deal with it.
Look, let me explain the number one delusion. Another number one delusion. This is deep-seated insanity right here. She said, let me run it back so y'all can hear it, so you can listen.
It has nothing to do with you. They did not cheat on you. They cheated on themselves. They have no loyalty to themselves. Stop making everything about you.
Did you hear what she said?
Their character, and they just exposed it to you. You can either deal with it.
So this bitch just said, it's not them, it's not you, it's them, it's them. What do all women do? Now my ex-boyfriend, he cheated on me and he was a dog and he was this and that. Why'd your last relationship didn't work out? My last boyfriend, he was an asshole. He was cheating on me. He was controlling. Why your last relationship didn't work out? Oh, my last boyfriend, he ain't let me go nowhere. He ain't let me do nothing. He was controlling. He was this and that. No accountability on her. This whole grown-ass woman born in 1994, because Big Bad is very observant. Big Bad is very observant. She has a necklace on that says 1994. So the broad is 29 years old. She's very old enough to understand life. She's very much old enough to understand life, but they're not raised to understand life. They're raised to abuse, get over, and get everything they can at the expense of men without giving anything back to the man. And they're raised like this. They're programmed like this. This is why I get online and talk about this shit, because this is the world I'm living in. This ain't just, I'm very mad at women. What? Betty loves women. Betty loves everything about women. But guess what? These women aren't women. This shit is weird. This ain't a woman. I grew up with real women. My mother, my sister, my aunties, real women. I didn't even know a whore until I moved to North Carolina. I didn't know what a whore was until I moved to North Carolina. All the women I know, they're Colorado women and Chicago women and, Midwestern women. Them women my aunties and shit was not whores. None of them. Even if they was doing something, it was behind closed doors. They was not whores. We didn't know none of their flaws. We didn't know nothing about our mama. I never seen my mama shake her ass. I never seen my grandmama shake her ass. Now, my grandmama was a lesbian, and she used to be in the room with them ladies, but we never seen nothing. We never seen no public affection, and my grandmama had 7 kids and was a whole lesbian after the fact. So but the women of the back then, they wasn't showing you their flaws. They wasn't showing you they draws. They wasn't getting on camera with their ass poked out, looking back at their ass like all you are is a face and ass. They wasn't doing that when I was growing up. If they were hoes, they was hoes after you went to sleep. They went to the club. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just do your thing, man. If they was hoes, they was hoes after you went to sleep. We never seen our mamas do this. We never seen our aunties do that. We never seen shaking and twerking and twerking and socking. I never seen it until now. And I know why. Y'all let the propaganda affect you. You let the music tell you, I don't mind. Do you mind if I stroke you up? I don't mind. Do you mind if I stroke you down? I don't mind all through the night. I don't mind. And maybe the fire's so tight. Do you mind if I stroke you up? And this is back in the fucking day. Oh, and it got worse. Pop that pussy, pop that, pop, pop. I wanna rap. Pop that pussy, baby, pop that pussy. Yeah, and then it got worse. And it got worse. And it got worse. And it got worse. And it got worse. How's up? It's in the house and I'm out here. Do something, bro. But leave me alone. Let me rock. I got these words. I got to get these words out of me, man. Hey, bro, leave me alone or you'll get smite. I'ma smite you. You getting on my nerves, bro. All right. Look, I'll pull it out when I get off. I'll pull it out the live after I get off the live. All right. So look, you're throwing my thoughts off, bro. This is why I do my show by myself. I don't need no fucking help. All I know is what I know. I know what I'm about to give you. And just, niggas be trying to interrupt. Um, let's go to another because I had a good point to make, but I got interrupted. I never seen my mama and them do this. I never seen my mama get on camera like that. I never seen my mama get on camera like that. I never seen my mama. I never seen my mama like this. I never seen her. I never seen my auntie like this. I never seen none of my aunties like this. I never seen it. And I got beautiful women in my family too. Everybody ain't hot and sexy like that, but they still wasn't doing that. And I'm gonna tell you something about that. The women of my days was working with what they had. They had a little short hair. They'll put that bitch in a little short ponytail and fan it out. They'll put that bitch in a ponytail and put a little bun donut around it and make it look good and slick their hair back. They'll get a low cut. They'll do whatever they could and work with what they had. The women of today is ashamed of themselves. They're shameful and ashamed of themselves at the same fucking time. How are you ashamed of yourself, aka covering yourself up with hair, makeup, and prosthetics and all this bullshit, but you're ashameful at the same time? How are you ashamed and ashamed at the goddamn same time? Make it make sense. It makes, how you got your ass out, but you cover your face and your head up? How do you have your ass out and your pussy out, but you cover your face and your head up? Make it make sense. How are you so comfortable to show your ass online, but when a man walks up to you and says, "Ooh, girl, you got a fat ass," you say, "You better shut the fuck, don't talk to me like that." How are you comfortable to shake your ass and get a man sexually enticed online? You got an OnlyFans, you got a whole profile of ass, and worse than that, you're a whole self-made porn star. How are you a whole self-made porn star and you get mad when a man sees you in the world and tries to objectify you when you objectified yourself? How are you ashamed of yourself and ashamed at the same time? Women of today are fucking oxymorons. It's sad. Now, there are good ones. But I don't see them. Only good ones I know is my mama, my sister, my auntie, and them. And I'm gonna be real. Some of them fall short trying to be a modern woman. Let's break that shit down. Even the good women of yesterday are falling short today trying to be modern fucking women. Ooh, let's not go there. Big Bad, you a mad motherfucker. Big Bad, you was an angry. Oh, Big Bad. What about grandma who used to be a good ass woman, but she ain't no good now because she's trying to be hot and sexy? What about your mama who was a great mother, but ain't shit now because she wants to be hot and sexy and in the fucking pendant? What about her? What can you say good about it? Nothing. It's nothing good you could say about the women of today. Kamala Harris, perfect example. Kamala Harris, the vice president of the goddamn country, the God bless country. Kamala Harris is the vice president, a black woman. What has she done for anybody? The highest position, the second highest position that you can have in this country, the second highest position that you can have in this country is held by a black woman. What the fuck has she done for anybody? So is it a point or is it a purpose for women to have the rights they have? Or was it negative and detrimental to society for women to get the rights that they have? Answer your own question. I ain't telling you what to think. Answer the question on your own. Was it good that women got the rights that they have in society? Or was it bad? Because we look now, women today are men. Let me show you. You think I'm just talking? Women today are men. And the men today are just lost and confused. And then the real alpha males, this last ones that's left, we're fucking raging dinosaurs because don't nobody want to hear the truth and don't nobody want to go back to the 1950s. So the real men of today are just raging animals. I'm not gonna play that first because I don't even want to. Let me show you how the women of today are men. What's up? Just play a little bit. That retarded stuff don't matter. I don't care how many times you repeat yourself, bro. Let me show y'all something. Here's a perfect example. Women are given the good jobs. Women are given the good positions in society. Men get paid more. Yes, they still do. They still get paid more. There's still bias, sexual bias is going on, no matter how much equality there is. There's still shit. My mama was was working for Walmart when they were paying women way less than they were paying men. My mama was working at Walmart when they were paying women way less than they were paying men. And then when the time she left Walmart, right after she stopped working for Walmart, that's when they started paying women the same wages that they were paying men. So with this fantasy equality that women have was only to sell you into the workforce industry to make use of you because you're more useful to the system if you're working for the system than you're than if you're at home working for your family, aka leave me alone, aka watching your kids and raising your kids and doing your family womanly duties. Leave me alone. You're more useful for the system if you're working for the system than you are. I know. I said I'll give it to you after I'm done doing my live, bro. You can try. He wants me to take his four-wheeler outside. Yo, hold on, y'all. Fuck this live for a second. I gotta go get my baby's four-wheeler. I'm good. I got fuck this live shit for a second. Y'all give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. If you rock with me, you'll still be here. It's gonna take me just a couple minutes. I just gotta take his big ass two-seater four-wheeler out of the room, out of his room, and bring it out here real quick. Y'all bear with me. Thank y'all so much. What Sissy Real say? She say, shake that ass, let that coochie breathe. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. It's so bad now, bro. I ain't not deep, bro. I'm just doing this because who else is doing this, bro? What's good, Big O? What's good, buddy? I'm tired of doing these videos like this, bro. But every time I get on the goddamn internet, I be like, bro, this got to stop. Something got to give. Look, let me show you. The women of today are the men. Look, stay-at-home dad. Look at this. Watch this shit. First and foremost, she's wearing the pants. And this is, I'm not talking shit. Look. She's wearing the pants. She's going to work. Bro's taking care of the baby. All the domestic shit. Which I'm not opposed to none of this, man. I'm not opposed to nobody doing nothing bad. No, nothing family. However your family got to work. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the women of today are having the biggest incomes. They're having the best jobs because nobody cares about a man. Who wants to hire a man? What company trusts a man? You know, other than men-based industries. But I'm gonna be honest with you. For the soft industries that give a lot of money and shit, the IT, look, for the IT jobs and all those, you know, those high-paid secretary and high-paid executive jobs and shit like that, they'd rather get that to a woman than a man. And they do this shit all the time. That's why, as you see right there, old girl's wearing the pants in the family and she's the breadwinner, so buddy stay-at-home dad, which if that works for your family, it works. I'm not against nothing because I'm not hating because I know what works for my family works for my family, you know? Let me show y'all something, though. Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something, man.
In an era marked by soaring real estate prices and bidding wars, home ownership can feel like just a dream for many people.
Yeah, but now.
Hold on, I'm gonna wait till the song goes off. I can give myself flowers, write my name in the sand. I can tell love me better than you can. That's the fucking song. Hold up. Let me show y'all how propaganda works. Website need to be, if they let the business of any kind. Exactly. Man, come on, man. Exactly. Victoria, you're right. SSM, my apology for late comments. Please don't sign up for her fast track course class. I heard always won't. Translation for the dummies to take the sign up because they think, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Look. Let me show y'all something. Put your coat on, man. Well, go get your coat and put your coat on or go in the house. And zip up your brother's coat. Zip up your coat. So look, as you see, the women have the jobs, they have this, which is good. I'm glad, bro. It's not a problem for me. But look what happens.
Stepping up, and they're moving in, outpacing men in the housing market. Our Elizabeth Schulze sits down with some of those women behind the recent buying boom. So this is it. This is your house. Yes. Let's see it. Okay. After years of paying rent, 30-year-old Kristen Holmes dreamed of walking through the front door of her own home.
It feels like my own.
What was it that made you decide you wanted to buy a house after renting?
I felt like for all the money I was spending on rent, it just made more sense to buy. And just knowing that my money is going somewhere, it might as well go towards my own investment.
She saved up $80,000 for a down payment. And after 3 years of house hunting, finally closed the deal on a fixer-upper in Hyattsville,
Is she
Maryland.
doing the man's work?
It feels good.
man,
especially when I can make decisions. If there's something I don't like, being able to do it myself. I really think.
All right, real quick, let me pause this because I have to break something down. It's not a problem that the sister has a house. Everybody needs a fucking house. God bless the sister for having a house. But let me explain something to you. When you have your own house and you build your own foundation, you're supposed to do that with a family. Housing is generally for family. A house, they call them single family homes, right? Majority of the places, like they call them single family homes, or like a 3-4 bedroom house is generally called a single family home, right? This is usually sold to single families or small families, 1-2 man, woman, and a couple kids, or however it breaks down, right? But with society being so washed down and watered down and blended and fake, with the women having the most money in society and the most stable jobs and the more stable conditions, because in society, it's all we know. It's very hard to be a man, black man, white man, whatever, but it's, harder for black men. But in general, women are the ones, and this is a good thing, I'm not hating. Women are the ones who complete school. Women are generally the ones who go through college. They're more studious. They make it through. And then they're awarded with the good jobs, which they deserve them for working in school. They deserve this shit. Working hard and saving money and stuff. I'm actually commending this shit. But where it's fucked up at is they're selling, like I said, they sold singlehood and individuality to women, and now they're trapped in these individualized lifestyles. These women like her, she bought this house, and I'm gonna let the rest of the clip play, but she bought this house, right? Now her life, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't understand this about when you live somewhere and planting roots somewhere. When you buy a home somewhere, you've planted roots in that state. So her, as a single woman, she's eliminated. No, fuck, not saying eliminated, because there's always options or always possibility. But her, as a single woman, has put her dating/marriage market in that general region of Maryland where she's at. Now, if she could find a good man in that area, that's what's up. But obviously, if she's 20-some years old, I don't know how old this woman was, let me not speculate. Obviously, if she has the money to buy a house and stuff, she's living good, but she doesn't have a man. So if she had a man, he'd be in that video. You get what I'm saying? So what she did by buying a home is rooted herself permanently to this one spot, unless she has enough money to have multiple houses and multiple demographics. But a lot of women don't understand, when you stuck in one city, one area in your life and your job, your money and your housing is stuck. You're stuck to that shit. It's like a tether ball on your ankle. So if you can't find the right man in your region, or if you don't like them in your region, you're out of luck at this point. And this is why a woman is not supposed to, I'm going to say not supposed to. This is why a bachelorette type of woman who's single and individualized is not, I wouldn't recommend them to buy a fucking home, because now they're limiting some of the possibilities of finding the right man for themselves, or having the right life. But a lot of women don't even value relationships. But let me say this, because I know I'm talking a lot. A lot of women don't value relationships, but let me say this: those women still go out and have sex with men. So they have some need. We all have a need for each other. You get what I'm saying? Even though this world has divided us so far apart from each other, we still have needs from each other, that we have things that we need from each other, man and woman. But basically, man, let me let this clip play. I had to break that down, that limitation of regional, like your man, your best suitable mate might not be in your fucking town. You might have to get around and live life a little bit to find that real partner for you. You get what I'm saying?
Cheryl Abrams Davis says homes is part of a broader trend. Single women scooping up homes for sale.
In 2023, of the people who purchased homes, 6 of the 13 buyers were unmarried women.
So your own data shows that about half of people who buy homes are single women. Data from the National Association of Realtors shows single women were 19%, about 1/5 of all home buyers last year. That's compared to just 10% who were single men. Why do you think women are outperforming men in home ownership?
They're more likely to be caregivers. They're more likely to be perhaps a single mom, have a multi-generational home with an elderly relative in it. And so they want a stable residence and to know exactly what their payment is going to be.
Jessica Lautz of the National Association of Realtors says their data shows single women are more likely than men to make financial sacrifices, like cutting back on non-essential spending or taking on a second job in order to afford a home.
We also know that women are saying it doesn't matter. I don't necessarily have to have a ring to actually have this house that I want.
Diversity of women power in this nation.
Only 50 years ago, women weren't legally allowed to sign their own mortgages. That changed in 1974 under a federal law prohibiting discrimination by lenders on the basis of sex. Today, single women own nearly 11 million homes nationwide.
I
It's
told
really
y'all.
cool for me to now be a homeowner and kind of see everything my mother and my grandmother worked hard for to create a legacy in our family.
At the age of 24, Kyla Wright bought her first home for about $100,000 in a suburb of Detroit.
People were asking, well, what if you want to move again? Well, I just rent it out.
But the process wasn't easy. Wright says she put in about 20 offers before closing on the sale.
I fell in love with some houses I liked. I didn't get them.
It's a familiar challenge for Brandy Solito in Connecticut.
Everything that we fall in love with and I get excited about, we get outbid immediately.
She's struggling to get a
They both said, hold on. This is that illogical woman shit. They said everything we fell in love with. The black lady said, I fell in love with. They're emotional about everything. They're not even thinking logical about, I'm already living in a fucking home. I already purchased a home. They're so illogical. Like I told you, they build a foundation somewhere where they didn't think about permanence. They didn't understand. Not all women, but some women don't understand and think longevity. They think how I'm loving this. This feels good to me right now. Let's do it. And then 5 years from now, this doesn't serve me anymore. And this is how they think. And they think, oh, I'm just going to drop this or rent it out. And then you see, she said after 10 or 20 bids, well, how many bids? She got denied. And so she's basically stuck where she invested at, which is a good thing that she has a home base. That's a beautiful thing. But she's so, this is the irrational, logical thinking of women. They say, I want more. I want better. This doesn't serve me anymore. I am grown up from this now. This is just how they do men. I'm past this now. I'm better than this now. This relationship doesn't, it doesn't serve me. This is the illogical, irrational thinking of women. Let's keep it going. And I hate to keep doing this, but it has to be done. Y'all have to understand yourself, and men have to understand y'all as well. So I got to teach.
Immediately.
She's struggling to get a foothold in the market because of a lack of affordable homes for sale and high interest rates.
Interest right now is killing my bottom line.
Why do you think you were able to successfully buy a house at age 30? So many people right now are struggling to even think about making that kind of an investment.
I think the first thing is having a plan, each month saving a little bit more, and also working with lenders and understanding what goes behind buying a home is what led me to it. My mom always says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
You made a plan and stuck with it.
Yes, definitely.
Mama's right.
I respect her. I'm going to say this about the young lady. I respect the black ladies and everybody for making their home choices and doing their shit. You know, I respect the women for making great strides in society, but they only made great strides in society to be men. So it's kind of fucked up, but they're good at being equal to men, which is, it's not necessarily a feat, but it's good to see women being breadwinners. It's good to see this shit, but it actually doesn't. We don't have families. We don't have tradition. We don't have future. We don't have foundation. So it actually doesn't mean nothing to see it for the greater good of the people. Because if you're an individualized person, you don't serve the greater good of the society. So you're just like a single serving 20-ounce soda. That's one person gets to take a sip off and then throw the can away after they're done, because there is no multi-pack. There is no future. There is no, so it's kind of sad. It's kind of good. It's bittersweet for me because I'm looking at the future and the longevity of this shit. Like, yeah, these women have this and they're doing this and have this, but then what? As you see, they're not even trying to hold on to it. They're just, it's something for the moment, to serve them at the moment, just to feel like their mother and father did when they were home buyers. You bought a home. She just said she bought a home to feel like her parents did. Her parents was a mother and a father. They had a family. They bore you and created her. So she wants to feel that, but she wants to fill that void without having a man. You can't have a family without a man. You can't have, it just don't work. You can't have a house, like, you can't. That single home shit is not cool. It's not cute. It's not the fucking business. I did it, been there. It's trash. I'm telling you. You're trying to teach, preach, clean, bean, cook, look, pay the bill, do this, and that. Man, your ass, that shit ain't about nothing. That shit ain't about nothing. I wouldn't recommend that on my worst enemy. So let me hurry up. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna play. I got a couple more clips for y'all. I hope y'all take this the right way, and it is what it is. If you don't, you know, I understand life, and I'm living life as it's supposed to be lived. So I'm not in confusion and delusion. But let me explain something. Dudes, yesterday was Valentine's Day, right? And dudes tricked off. They spent all their money buying all this shit and all this extra shit, right? Which, it's okay to do this shit on the regular, but niggas wait till the government tells them when to love on a woman. Niggas have sex when master tells you to have sex. He said, hey man, today's the day. Go buy your girl some shit and have sex. And people go out and do it. This is how sad this is how sad we are, right? You're supposed to be trying to get some ass every day. You're supposed to be trying to live life all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be no one specific day where you're trying to get some ass. So let me explain to you. It's a video I just popped up on my joint. A lady, a girl, a female, she destroyed her boyfriend's house because he didn't buy her nut for Valentine's Day. She probably lived there too. I ain't even gonna lie. It looked like she might have lived there too, but if she didn't, this is her boyfriend's house. Let me show you something. She destroyed this man's house because she couldn't get nothing. She didn't get nothing for Valentine's Day.
That fuck you.
How's that? Hold up.
That fuck you.
Tore his shit up. And she tore his shit up. She tore his shit up. And now she's running out. Yeah, she ran out. And she's tearing it. Yeah. She tore his shit up, bro. This is what we be having to deal with, bro. I'm telling you, this is what we be having to deal with. Now, I don't know their situation, but I've been in that situation. I don't know their situation, but I done been in that situation where you come home and your whole house is destroyed. I done been in that situation, bro. And there's nothing that you can do to push nobody off the edge to make them do something like that. There's nothing that nobody can do to you to push you over the edge to make you do something like that, bro. Because if it's that bad what they did to you, you need to check them. You need to see them. You doing some cowardly shit, some evil shit, some destructive shit, some satanic shit. That's very satanic. Imagine how possessed and satanic that girl had to have been. Imagine how possessed and satanic that girl was to destroy that house that much. It probably took hours for her to do all that damage. So I don't understand what y'all don't understand. I don't understand what y'all don't see. I've been seeing the game for years. I used to think when women were perfect when I was little, man. I used to think women. I didn't even think women peed or shitted. I didn't even think women used the bathroom when I was little. I thought women could sing. Growing up, seeing my mama and my sister, I used to think they were so perfect. I never seen my sister pee. I never seen my mama pee. I never seen none of that shit, which you're not supposed to. That's, you're not supposed to see it. But I never even seen them use the bathroom. So I didn't even think women defecated growing up. That's how perfect I thought women was. You know what I mean? So to see this shit like this, to grow up with good women that I grew up with, my sister, my mom, my aunties and shit, to grow up around good women, and then to see these women, it's fucked up, man. To be a good man, and then to see these women, it's just fucked up, man. Look, let me show you something.
What defines being a nice guy versus
Let me show you
being a
something.
good man? What defines being a nice guy versus being a good man?
Oh, I can't stand nice guys.
What? Can't. What's the difference?
They're people pleasers to me. When I hear nice guy, and remember, you have to remember how I associate to the word nice. Nice means you want to make other people happy. Nice means you are walked over easily. Oh, I feel like nice guys finish last because they're always putting everyone else before them.
Her.
Whereas a good man,
He stands 10 toes down.
he stands 10 toes down.
Yeah.
I respect a good man. I don't necessarily respect a nice guy. They gonna come for me on that one.
It's gonna be a lot of hurt people in the comments. Oh, okay. This is a more okay. We got two more.
Okay.
So the next one is, this is juicy. Why are some men insecure around strong women that are about business? You have experience in this, Sarah.
How long we got?
We have time.
Let me see what you said. Man, in reality, on a serious note, this is a real serious note. That's we're gonna go all the way down to girls in elementary. My host grandson got jumped in middle school by all girls. Exactly. You can't hit them back. You can't do shit. You can't do shit. They are, from the beginning of their lives, they're not held accountable for nothing, and we get to just take it. Men have just, can't even tell me how many ass whoopings I took in from women. Just a couple of them, but you know what I mean? Like, you just got to take it. You just got to take it. I remember this one time in school, I had a bunch of girlfriends. Me and my friends, now this is wrong, but me and my friends was trying to see how many girlfriends we could have at one time. And I had 6. You know what I'm saying? I had 6 girlfriends. And when one time all 6 of my girlfriends got together in the bathroom, man, and they jumped my ass. And they beat the living crap out of me, and I didn't hit none of them back. I couldn't hit none of them back. They was beating the crap out of me, scratching me and shit, all that shit. And they beat me up because I was, essentially I was kind of playing them, but I wasn't doing nothing. We wasn't even sexually active. It was middle school. We were just kissing type shit. It wasn't even no big deal. Not supposed to take young relationships serious. You feel me? That's all training wheels. That's the one you just training. You feel me? So I appreciate y'all, man. It's just shit is just, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee, man. It's your big homie, Big Bad A, man. This is not something I started. This ain't a topic that I'm just now touching on. This is something that we've been dealing with and going through for the longest, man. Just not enough people have the balls to talk about this shit, man. Niggas ain't got no balls, bro. They ain't got no galls and no balls, yo. But hey, Big Bad, they got them. But I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. It's your big homie. Get at me later, man.